My name is Jeff Sherman. I'm a DSR in the southeastern state of Michigan. I've been in the industry now since '99. The last 10, I've been at Eerden Foodservice here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I do run a full book of business while implementing the Pepper platform through the state of Michigan and then into Indiana. So when you're writing a larger book of business, you must, under all circumstances, have a partner next to you. And that copilot is it. The AI copilot function under the chat allows me to have business conversation with the decision makers, the owners of these businesses. As an example, this conversation just happened a couple of days ago. Jeff, our menu's kind of stagnant. The guys in the kitchen, they're kind of running the same things over and over, and we want to change the menu up. Well, for myself to go right to that function in the AI Copilot and ask what items have elevated in purchases over the last 90 days, and that's my starting point for that conversation with the decision makers. So that's where the relationship building is. Right? So you now become the go-to person. There's a couple of little functions of Pepper that make my life easier and help my customers grow. And one of those functions would be marking items as essential. Typically, people will use that to make sure that as customers are done with their orders, marked as essential will pop up on their screen to make sure that they order them. That's great. I look at that as being able to put items on that possibly my customers are buying from my competition. So when they pop up after they place their orders, I use that as a penetration standpoint, as well as a reminder for the customers to order that product. Copilot will also prompt you with certain questions you may want to know, as simple as what items have decreased over the past 30, 60, 90 days. It can tell you where you've also lost business. Your loss cases and your gain cases would be the most commonly used. And I would think that that in itself would help any DSR get better. So whether you are going to put those items and mark them as essential, put them back on order guides or in the forefront, because you can also use that to go sheet to shelf in order guides. You may have customers, they know what they want to buy and they're going to buy from whomever. They really don't want to be sold. They just want a price and they're going to spreadsheet buy. And that's great. But it's also very difficult to penetrate those type of accounts because they just want the price. Well, using the Copilot and marking things as essential, putting notes in the system allows you to indirectly penetrate and gain cases inside. You could use those functions, marking as essential, writing notes, as your penetration tool, but also as your reminder to customers to go ahead and add those onto their order. In the past, if you'd bring a box in your car to them because maybe they forgot, or you're there, you take care of the order in person, that used to be something that people looked for. It was important, right? But that has changed. Important now is, how are you going to continue to make me profitable? It's really kind of the key in today's world. At the end of the day, placing an order or having a platform is awesome, and it makes life easier for everybody. As an example, you have a bunch of pasta dishes on your menu and you have a great 20% food cost on them, but you're taking $3 to the bank. But Mr. Customer, I have 35, maybe 40% chicken or steak dish, but we're going to take $9 or $10 to the bank. And so that is really, really important that we get people to understand, show them, bring a menu costing with you to show them the profit of that product. Tasting, seeing, looking at numbers, that's a key to success. But placing an order, running groceries, still necessary and still a very big part of our business. But we need to show them how to make more money. And essentially, we can do it on items that they already buy by bringing them different ideas, maybe selling one or two new items. That's really a win. I would say the past probably 15 years is where I really started to embrace and seeing what technology could do, how it could help me grow. But before, the system was fine. It's okay. It works. But not embracing technology would have been the worst decision that I could have made. I truly believe it would have been very detrimental to my career. If you're a DSR on the road, you can't possibly get to the success level, at least that I like, by using old technology. You must have something innovative that's going to allow you to carry 30, 40, 50, 60 accounts. If you're using Pepper and you have 40 or 50 accounts, you can still, by simply swiping to the left, penetrate every single one of those accounts every week by using Essential. I mean, put that in perspective. You could never do that with an old platform. It's just not realistic. And that's just one of the basic functions that Pepper has to offer.